hook beforehand. Well, this has been a haunted day, I guess.
Did you know that we were recording today?
Purportedly, yes.
At your house?
At my house.
At your invitation?
Yes, my invitation.
With all the equipment?
With all the equipment that I maintain and
Yeah,
stuff.
did you know you were going to have to work today?
No. Yes. I don't know.
Leave work behind and pull up a chair, my friend, because it's finally time for Games and Traits!
So not that we ever need an excuse to play games, ever, at any point. But in the Midwest, when the leaves start changing and we hate the sun and it gets cold or something, it's a better excuse to sit in the house and play board games. Especially board games that are themed around October and Halloween and spookiness in general. So, since everybody else is doing it and we are individuals or something, we're also going to give you some recommendations on games to play to get yourself into the mood for Halloween or leaf peeping or whatever else it is the cool kids do or don't do around the October month. So we're each we got a few people here off the camera who maybe I'll animate in something later. And then Chad and I, we got thumbs up all around. We love it. You can't see it, but it's great television.
Now they're fingers. What do you...
Oh man, why
Thumbs are also fingers.
Okay, so we're just going to go round table. None of us have discussed this before, so we're going to get a good idea about everybody's taste in games. Chad, tell me something about what we should play.
Well, I would say that the theme is a little bit limited. Like, it's hard to come up with 5 games for, this time of year. So, just starting there.
Okay.
But the first one that comes to my mind is a game called Three Sisters.
Okay.
It's a roll and write. It's super good, and I like it a lot. And it's 3 sisters because I didn't know this. I thought, oh, there's 3 sisters. But there's, beans and corn and pumpkins or something like that?
Those are things.
Those are all things.
Those are all things. And those things are called the 3 sisters because they grow well together.
Got it.
So that's like a gardening thing. I know there's
It is
somebody
a
that's going to be
gardening
losing their mind in the comments about, well, you have no idea what you're talking about. Correct.
Correct.
I don't. But the game is great. So it's there's a rondelle for dice, and then you get to make a choice depending on what dice are available to you and what action you take. So it's a lot of fun, and I like it a lot. And I'm pretty sure that's solvable, but it's like abstracted enough that I have no idea how to solve it. Like
that is a very on-brand.
3 sisters.
Yeah, because people are picking all 3 of them right now.
Picking all 3 of the sisters?
Yeah. There's a way to take that.
Well, that's why I picked it. It's harvest time.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, who else has got a thing? No one else? All right, I'll go next. So I'm going to lean into it, and I'm going to give you a pretty basic suggestion, and that is if you want to play something spooky, you should play Horrified. And okay, sure, this isn't creative or whatever, but it's it's there for a reason. The coolest thing about Horrified is there's different editions at this point. If you like the Greek monsters, if you like the American cryptid kind of thing, if you like the Universal monsters, they're all right there. There's also a lot of variable ways to play it, variable difficulties depending on the number and types of monsters you're playing, and this is just a great time. Maybe not a horror game per se, more of like an adventure game that happens to have a monster skin, but it is a lot of fun. It is something that's great if you're playing at a Halloween party or just to get in the mood, put on some like spooky music or whatever, and it'll definitely get you to a nice Halloween-y kind of place. If my personal recommendation, I like the one with Cthulhu because I like Cthulhu themed things, yeah. But I also think that its monsters are just the most fun to play. Horrified overall, if you really want something that I think is a standout. All right, I'm going to point at Andrew.
Yeah. So I will continue the theme of low-hanging fruit.
You got it.
With Betrayal.
Betrayal!
Kind of an easy,
hey, there we go.
grab.
I thought he was going to go like a harvesty type game.
No.
Hanging fruit, for
Thought about it, but no.
missed opportunity.
Stardew Valley.
It's quick. It's relatively easy to grok for people. It's going to be different most times.
Yep.
It's probably not my favorite, but it's on brand. It's good for a group of people that maybe you don't play with all the time. Just general atmosphere works well for it.
Yeah.
It's classic.
It is a
It's
classic.
Yeah.
If I were to dig back into my board game app, Betrayal is like probably one of the games I played the most because it was one of the first like big hobby board games we played a ton. And the third edition of the game this is another game that's come a long way since first edition, which the thing that drove me crazy about it was how fragile it was. But now that they've cleaned up a ton of that and made a lot of the haunts easier and more intuitive, and there's just more of them, it's great. I'm gonna point at you two. You got anything? Anything you like to play?
I'll go.
There it is.
I will totally go. I'm going to go with a card game.
Yes.
Gloom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love that game. It is basically a story building card game where you have a very sad family and they are quite depressed and you want to keep them depressed. Perhaps maybe you want them to unalive themselves. I don't know what we have time for. But
I don't know what kind of party this is.
I don't know what kind of party this is. But you obviously do not want your opponent's family to do the same thing, so you want to make them happy.
Yes.
That's funny.
And it's a back and forth of you creating a story about your family that you really would like to see not be a happy family.
Underrated game.
It is.
Very underrated because it's not a game. Like it's
It's storytelling.
Yeah,
It's storytelling, but it's all it's all card.
Yeah,
based.
it's such a
And
good game though.
that's-
Especially if you've got the right group who like really gets into it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And that's one of those games too where the last time I played it, it was with an individual who doesn't really like games, but they got really into the story aspect of it, and they were laughing like the whole way through as they were
That's funny.
Xing
That's
out
awesome.
their characters.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm trying to be sad over here.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
be sad. I
Will
don't want
you
good
quit
things
making
to
my
happen.
family happy?
I don't want good things to happen.
Yeah. All right, we're coming back around.
Oh, number 2 for me.
Yeah.
Let me look at my list.
Are you gonna tell us about more pumpkins and?
Absolutely not.
All right,
This
Beans,
is a game
however.
called Shaky
Yeah.
Manor. Have you played it?
I have not.
It's a pretty cool game. You build like a. It's got like a floors, like a hotel kind of like a floor layout or whatever, and there's all these different pieces, and I don't remember all the pieces are. I think there's like skeletons and different shapes, but they're all different shapes.
Are they spooky and scary?
Yes,
All right,
both.
I'm in.
Some neither, some both, some either or. But you're trying to get like a certain number of things in a certain room or whatever. So you're moving the room around trying to get the pieces to slide in there. It's very
nice.
interactive, very tactile, and I don't know, just like silly, good fun. Cause
Is it like a dexterity based kind of thing? Or?
kinda, yeah. I hesitate to call it dexterity based because it's really you're just trying to get the pieces in the room, and it's not like so much a skill thing as it is like just brute effort, I guess. Like,
Okay,
maybe a skill
I
thing for
understand
some people,
completely.
I guess. And somebody inevitably ends up dropping it or knocking the pieces on the floor or whatever. So it's a good time.
Nice.
But yeah, a little spooky kind of theme to it, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. There's spiders, snakes.
But as long as they're both spooky and scary,
What if they're only spooky?
then half credit. Half credit.
Half credit.
Half credit.
Well, I'd have to play it again to decide if I'm scared while playing it.
All right, I'm going to non-low hanging fruit, at least I hope, and that is My Father's Work. This is a little bit of a lower on the radar kind of game. It's a renegade game, and it came out a few years ago. It is a little long, and it is a worker placement kind of game, so if you're not into those kinds of things, it might not be for you. Not quite the mass appeal, but the premise of the game is that you are playing generations of mad scientists who are trying to create or trying to finish or create their father's big project. And this could be like a time machine, or it could be Frankenstein's monster, or an immortality elixir, like all kinds of different mad scientist kind of things. And the really cool thing about it is, since it's a generation game, the game itself changes based on the decisions that you make throughout the game. So my map could look one way in one generation of the game, and it could look totally different depending on what everybody did. This game also has app support where it tells the story, and some of it's actually voice acted, which really gets you into the feeling and the mood for that mad scientist theme. It has things like random events. You end up passing the iPad around to different people to interact with those events, and that changes the game in ways that the rest of everyone doesn't necessarily see. So if you like that kind of like generational board changing mechanic, if you like things like hidden decisions, them impacting the games in unforeseen ways, then this is a great one. Absolutely great one for you. We love. I actually haven't played this one in a minute, but now that I'm talking about it, it's really kind of getting to me. I think there are 3 or 4 scenarios, and each of them have multiple endings. So in addition to someone winning the game, you also have different endings you're driving towards as well. And some of them are pretty like kooky and out there. So 100%, if you're looking for something to get in that mad scientist mood, My Father's Work.
I'll go ahead and continue with the basics with Mysterium.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
all right, taking one of mine, but that's fine.
There's a reason I said I wasn't going to give them up if somebody else took
There you
them.
go. I love it.
So yeah, one person's the ghost, can't speak, has to convince the detectives, psychics, who killed them and how and where. It works really well for groups.
Incredibly
Like it's one of the bigger player count games that you can get that's actually fun to play. It's easy to explain to non-gamers, so you can pull people in, even if they would otherwise just be standing on the side. And there's a lot of interpretation, kind of the entire game. Being able to feel out your ghost and like, okay, what do they actually mean this time? What do they like to do? What has this generally been like? And being able to kind of build a game meta each time effectively, it seems to be a really good way to keep it all fresh.
Yeah, and it's, as somebody who often ends up being the ghost, what's great about this game, what's either great or bad about this game, depending on your perspective, is that no matter what you do, people hate the cards that you give them, and they don't understand why you gave them those cards.
It's always the worst card possible.
And, yeah, exactly. But they can't see. But you want to scream at them, "Hey, I just have what's in my hand, guys. Like I don't know what to do." But you have to stay silent. So if you have somebody who's overly chatty, maybe during a game, then maybe they should be the ghost. But yeah, that's an awesome one.
Bonus points if you have somebody who's not playing, who can look over the ghost's shoulder and just laugh at everybody.
Yes,
It's perfect.
which is often the case
Yes.
here. Which is often the case here. Love it.
I'll bring in Cthulhu Death May Die as one of
Ooh.
my absolute favorite spooky season games. I just like the entire vibe of the game. The minis and the absolute giant mini that is Cthulhu. They are all perfect. I love them. I want to paint them all. And
We're
it's
working
just
on
a great game to play with a group of friends and have some drinks over.
Yeah, it's like better Zombicide. It's just
It's a low bar.
way better. Yeah, I know it's a low bar, but like it's so much like the way the scenarios and the Elder Gods kind of come together, and the different characters. Even though like the last time we played, my stepfather did his absolute best to foobar our game. Like, bro, like why did you pick the worst character somehow? But it was a lot. It ended up being a lot of fun.
I will throw in Chainsomnia. I picked it up at Gen Con last year.
Ooh, tell me more.
It is similar to Betrayal in that it is a tile building house-ish type game. But you play as one of 6 children, and you are stuck in a nightmare and you are trying to wake up.
Oh, nice.
And that is the like the end. If you don't wake up.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
there are 3 or 4 different endings, depending on if you wake up and like found the things that kind of heal your trauma along the way,
yeah.
like the different teddy bears or things of that nature, or if you wake up but didn't find any of those items that bring you comfort. But yeah, you're trying to escape the demon that keeps you asleep. So I do think it needs maybe a little bit of workshopping. It's not. I think it could be a little bit better, but it is definitely that spooky vibe of there's something in the dark and you're trying to get out.
Nice.
So
your job is to bring that to the Halloween party at the end of the month. That is your only job. Show up in costume and bring the game.
can do.
That's what we like.
I'm going to bring up an old game. I don't know if you know this one or
We
not.
love
It's
oldies.
a game called Nightfall. It was a deck builder.
Ooh, Red Raven. No.
I don't know what Red Raven means.
No, it's not a Red Raven game. Oh, okay, never mind.
Shout random things.
Okay.
I agree with you. No, Nightfall was
Blue
a
Penguin.
deck building game. It was very like, werewolf, vampire theme
Okay.
or whatever. And cards had like colored orbs in the corners, and you could chain stuff together to get like, bigger effects or whatever. So it was one of those.
Okay, you're
kinds of
tickling
games.
one of my. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a good game, and
Tickling one of my balls, Jack.
Rachel really liked it, and she thought that I didn't like it, so she got rid of it. And I was like, "Why'd you get rid of that game?" She's like, "We didn't like it." And I was like, "It was fun."
I have a copy of it if you'd like it.
Really?
Yes.
maybe,
would.
Maybe I'll surprise her with it. That'd be great.
No, just put it in the collection and don't tell her. Don't say anything
how
about
long
it.
it takes?
Yes. So Andrew's job is to bring that game to. Okay. I'm just gonna have my things up here. Okay, so that's a great segue. So I will tell us about a new game, and shameless plug, it's a game we played on this channel, and that is Spooktacular, which I really loved Spooktacular. I've got a chance to play it a few times now. Had a chance to play a few different monsters and figure out one of the rules questions we had, which I'll tell everyone about as soon as this video is over. But this is a zany take on the kind of monsters eating people kind of genre. You are monsters who have emerged from the movie screen and are either spooking or eating people. Everyone has different asymmetric player boards, varying levels of monster complexity, and it's just a ton of fun moving around the board and seeing how your powers interact with one another.
I love the chaos of that game.
It is a super chaotic game. It's not a crunchy game. It's not a like super gamey type of game. It's a let's have some fun and play with monsters kind of game. But if you're into that kind of thing and you're not going to get super tied up on some of the rules interactions and the quote unquote fairness of it, then you will really like, I think, some of the crazy interactions that are unintended. A lot of different monsters to play, so like you can look to find your favorite kind of monster that's going to play super differently. Andrew played the troll monster, which it was.
They weren't trolls.
I mean, I fully contend they should have been trolls. Like that is what they did. They
Yes,
trolled.
that is
like,
accurate.
They should have been business trolls instead of business pigs or whatever the hell they were. But a different kind of take on the spooky theme in that this is more, like I said, of a slapstick spooky, of a parody spooky than a very serious kind of spooky game. But this is a game that absolutely play it this month if you want to get that camp horror vibe going in your October.
Yeah, definitely agreed. I will go kind of a 180 as far as camp goes. Go with Nemesis.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not quite as Halloween-y or directly related theme-wise, but somewhat social deduction. Mm-hmm. You are trapped on a spaceship with an alien. You may or may not be infected. You may be trying to crash the ship. You may be trying to be the only one who escapes. You may be trying to kill the alien. You don't know. In theory, you're all working together.
Yep.
Until you're not.
And even part of it, like, yeah. That's super, like, that's that neat alien-y type tension of the first Alien movie, like, even though we don't say that. It's Nemesis. Mm-hmm. But yeah, very, very cool game. I used to own a copy, and then I realized I was always playing somebody else's copy. So we don't own a copy, but very good game. Back to the Detroit section.
Detroit!
Blue Wave, baby.
Can't really continue on well, I'm absolutely going to continue on the Cthulhu theme, and I'm going to go with Arkham Horror is a
Yes.
good one as well.
A classic.
I really enjoy the teamwork aspect of a lot of the Cthulhu games.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arkham Horror is a fantastic game. Also, a lot of fun to play, and it's just a good time at the table.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, also the card game's great too.
Noted.
I didn't know there was a card game.
Oh yes, I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Please do.
Good solo, good team game. Anything around the bend?
I'm gonna go with Zombies.
Zombies! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Another classic.
It is. It's a classic, but it's apparently I like tile games. I'm discovering as I'm verbalizing.
That is a
all of
valid
this.
game style choice.
Yeah, it's super fun. I don't know. I enjoy how overwhelmed you get.
Yes, quickly.
Quickly.
So it's very on point with the zombie theme for sure.
Me? We used to have this game called Zombie Dice.
Oh yeah,
Yes, that's a
zombie
good
dice.
That was a
One.
lot of fun, and I don't know if we still have
This
it.
is why I like
We'll
this
look it up.
format, is because you're all reminding me of games I haven't played in forever.
We
Yes.
I haven't played it in forever, and I was trying to remember how it goes. I remember there's like, there it is right there. You got like shotguns,
Yes.
and brains, and feet,
Yep.
and you got to run away, and that was a lot of fun. We need to bring that one back. I haven't played it in probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 years, I guess.
And it's like, isn't it like a less than $20 game too? Like,
Yeah,
it's a
It's
cheap
just
game.
this like,
Yeah.
little
And-
tube
yeah.
of dice.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
put it anywhere. Like, it's not a big box. It's going to take up a ton of room in your collection. Like,
Yeah, it's a great game.
it's so easy to get your money out of that.
It's a
game.
good in-between game, too.
So, because some people want to maybe play games on weeknights by themselves, I am going to recommend Final Girl, which I've got up on the shelf behind us. This is maybe my favorite solo game. It is, if you are any kind of horror fan and you like things like the callbacks to classic horror, camp horror, just any kind of horror at all, I really think you're going to love this. How it works is you've got the base game, which has all of your base components in it, and you can buy the killer boxes that have different killers and different final girls. So the more you kind of like pick up these $20 expansion modules, the more it's going to expand how your game plays. The most recent one that I picked up is Callback to Tremors, which if you enjoy that movie, then we're friends.
You mean the movie
but
where the
everything.
rural people listen to the scientists and everything works out well?
Yeah, exactly. That's the basis of what, like every 80s horror movie. Like, maybe you should listen to the scientist. But yeah, everything. There's a Terminator. There's a what's that guy's name? Freddy Krueger. When I can't remember Freddy Krueger, I need to go
Fred Krueger?
back to bed.
Oh, Fred
Yeah.
Krueger. Fred Krueger.
But yeah.
He's Chad's brother. You know?
Really great hand management and dice management game that has variable difficulty. You can mix and match settings with killers, with final girls, and you can really make the game that you want to play. The Poltergeist module is a personal favorite of mine. Like the house that you're moving through to try and expel whatever monster is in there is absolutely fantastic. And if you like miniatures, it has optional miniatures as well that you can buy for it, which of course I have because I'm a degenerate. But yeah, this is a game where you can put as much or as little into it as you want to and still have a great experience with a solo play. Final Girl, Van Ryder Games. Plug.
Do you rehearse these?
No,
Because some of them sound like
I don't.
sound like you wrote them ahead of
I
time.
know.
and
I just
memorized
mostly I
them.
just say things.
You're just excited.
I love games.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. So I will go kind of the opposite direction as far as Final Girl being the survivor. I'm going to go with a tabletop RPG for 10 candles. Mm-hmm. 1 GM, 3 to 5 players, maybe a 2-hour one-shot every time. You get 10 tea light candles. That is your light for the game. It is tragic horror. Everybody will die.
Oh, I love that.
That is, at the end of the game, you're dead.
I love it when everybody dies.
It really is like you go into it knowing this character's dead.
Yeah.
The world is shit. What are you doing to maintain hope through there or make the world better as you go? You burn your character sheet as you die. Like, it's very thematic all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very small book. Mm-hmm. I think we've probably had rule books bigger than it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Very, very small. Yeah, I think the tagline is, these things are true, the world is dark, and we are alive. That is the core of it.
That reminds me a lot of that game. It's basically Middle Earth of Sauron 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's super cool. I like that. All right, now I'm gonna have to go find that book. 10 candles. 10 candles.
Sounds good.
Publisher. I rehearsed this.
Cavalry games.
Cavalry Games. Awesome. Yeah, now I really want to try that.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Maybe that'll be our pre Halloween party activity.
Do it.
All right, Detroit.
Detroit.
Rock City.
It's your turn.
Might be
Are we
tapped.
out of powder? We tapped.
Are you
I'm
tapped?
tapped.
Tapped.
No, I'm not tapped.
New friend Sarah came to play.
I love
Yeah, she doesn't
games.
mess around.
Yeah.
I do, of all genres, and I know that this might be a little bit of a stretch, but it is my favorite time of year to play Clue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's like one of the OGs, right?
Classics are
that's
classics
the
for a reason.
classic
Everyone
murder
else played
mystery.
that. Yeah.
I love that game, and I love the version of Clue that came out in, it was probably the 90s. Master Detective. Have you played that one?
I have not.
So the board is bigger. There's more weapons. There's more characters.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that is my favorite version. There's also one with a it's called Museum Caper, where you're an art thief and you're functioning as
TIL, different clues. Like,
you're invisible.
Yeah.
Moving through the museum, and there's security cameras that you have to try to kill as you're going around, and if you get spotted by one of them or by one of the other players who's not the thief, then you are made visible, but you still have to try to escape the museum with your certain pieces of artwork. So it's more of a heist version. Yeah.
all I knew about before today was regular Clue and D&D Clue. That's all I knew.
Yep. No, Master Detective is
Master Detective.
Master Detective. It's my favorite.
To me, that one was just Clue. Like, I mean, that's
Right, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it basically is.
Yeah,
it's
it's just
just
more
it's
options,
just
so it's
bigger.
like-
Yeah.
And
Hard,
it's really fun as many people as you can get in it too. So like where you only have like 2 or 3 cards in your hand. Those ones are the best.
Any game where I can toss out wild accusations the whole game is getting me in the right place.
Yes. And then of course watching Clue the movie. Not to
Oh my God.
plug
Well,
it.
I mean,
like
that's-
it's thematic.
you
It's
gotta
that
have
time of year.
all the endings. Though.
Yes.
If you don't like Clue the movie, then I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you what's wrong with your life, but there's something very
There's
wrong.
something very, very,
very
wrong with your life.
wrong. One more rotation.
I
One
can
more
do, I can
rotation?
do one more, and it's begrudgingly, but I'm doing it. You know I don't like werewolf games.
I know that.
I'm not a big fan of social deduction, but I gotta give a shout out to Blood on the Clock Tower because
Yeah.
they do it pretty well, and it's very cool. Like the giant book is neat. It's probably a little bit extra, but it's a cool game, and they took it to a cool place. So that was the first time I've ever played one of those games where I was like, okay, I actually had fun and I enjoyed that.
It's neat because like every werewolf variant, you need the right group. If you don't have the right group, you're dead on arrival, right? Like, but the way that it kind of weaves together the very different roles and the very different scenarios is very cool because it always keeps you on your toes every time you play. The game's a little bit different. The demon's a little bit different. The villagers are different. Like, it is a very cool experience. So if you've got the right group, 100%. If you're gonna play a werewolf variant and you got people that are down for it. Although another funny story, like when we played with Big Rick a couple of years ago, he told me, "Why wouldn't we just tell people who we are? It makes sense." I'm like, "You sweet summer child."
Funny. You do tell each other who you are.
Yeah, he's like, "Why wouldn't you just tell the truth? It makes sense." I'm like, absolutely.
You do, except for the people who are
Absolutely,
lying.
it makes sense
Like, hey, I'm the werewolf. Oh, okay.
if you insist. You got me. I'm the werewolf. I have to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Yep.
I cannot tell a lie.
Are you a cop?
Are you?
You have to
Are
tell
you
me
a
if
co-op? You
you're
gotta tell me if you're a co-op.
You have to tell me if you're a vampire.
Did you know he was a co-op? I'm gonna throw I'm gonna throw an RPG out because I think the publisher is quasi-local and I think it's really neat, and that is Survive the Night. Survive the Night, I think the publishers are from Columbus, so I always like to give them a shout out. But Survive the Night is another kind of one-shot RPG scenario that really leans into the tropes and camps of classic horror. Like one of the characters, I think his name is Biff, and he's the classic like jock that runs away from everything, and like he's totally cracked, like all his stats and everything, but he runs away like at the drop of a hat. So it's like that's his balance. But all of them are like that. You've got your badass final girl, you've got your Velma type who like investigates, and they're all intended to be one-shot scenarios, right? Like it's just like you're in a horror movie. You're at a camp where the Wendigo is stalking you or something similar, and you're just trying to play it out and see kind of what happens. Very collaborative, very, very much storytelling, trying to figure out between the GM and the players how you're going to tell the most interesting story about things that happen. Rules light, not a ton of dice, more of the kind of theater of the mind kind of role-playing. So if you're into that kind of experience, the game is so much fun. It leans into a lot of those classic horror tropes and the camp of the Halloween and Friday the 13th like time frame of horror movies. So you can have a ton of fun with that if you want to kind of turn the lights down a little bit, light a few candles, and tell each other how you're going to try to get away from Jason.
Fantastic. My last one's a bit more of a stretch, more for vibes than anything. I'm going to go with the XCOM board game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I haven't played that in a minute.
Yeah, it's a little tough. I don't even know if the app still works. But anyway, it is, if you play it as written, the timer, where it's all co-op, you have 4 people, you all have the same 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes, whatever it is, to figure out what you're doing for the round. You can't really discuss it super well with everybody. You can't plan out your whole turn. It is the tension of, oh, fuck, what are we doing?
Right.
How do we want to get this done? I hope they do something that works for me.
It's and the person who controls the money is like the most stressful role ever because you're trying to fund things you have no idea what anybody else is doing.
Yep.
So that one's tough. As much as I generally don't like timer games, that I think is my favorite one because it's the different roles are so neat. Like,
Yes. And it takes away the quarterbacking that usually happens for co-ops.
Exactly. Yeah, it really solves that problem. And XCOM is such a neat IP.
Yes.
Like it's such a cool. Yeah, that would be really neat. So Alien Invasion coming in hot for Halloween. And anything else over here?
I think you should do a plug of Cthulhu the RPG because you love it and never get an opportunity to play it.
Oh, Call of Cthulhu. I mean, yes, Call of Cthulhu is excellent. I think it's in the 6th edition now, but it is an excellent game. It's another kind of... It depends on how you play it. It can be a more rules-light game. It can be a more rules-heavy game. More intended for one-shots, I think, than super long campaigns, though people do it differently. And different, very cool rules set in different settings. Like you can play 20s, you can play modern, you can play the Delta Green setting, which is the more D&D style way to play Cthulhu. So you can tailor your Call of Cthulhu games quite a bit, depending on your play group. It's not for everyone, because it marries a lot of the things about game systems that some people don't like, in the fact that it can be rules light, it can be rules heavy, it can be a lot of different things. But absolutely, if you're into RP, if you're like somewhere in between really liking something like Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, and a White Wolf game, then Call of Cthulhu hits a lot of the sweet spots of all of those systems. Bonus. I love it.
Thinking of you, Rick.
I love it. I appreciate that. Appreciate when people think about me. So that is a cross-section of a lot of our favorite games for you to play this Halloween /fall /Three Sisters pickin' season.
That's the best game we talked about, to be honest.
Okay.
You haven't played it.
I can't disagree,
As
but
far as you know. Well, I'm gonna look on BGG and I'm gonna see what's the highest rated, and we're gonna see.
Oh, well, you can't go by BGD right now.
Yeah, I know.
Those people don't know what they're talking about.
Generally, yes. Those people.
What do you mean those people?
What do you mean
We
those
are
people?
those
So,
people.
but if we missed anything, like super egregious, tell us about it in the comments. What are some other games that you guys love to play in the fall, love to play around Halloween to really get you in the mood, or really celebrate this super cool time of year when we're coming from blazing heat into less
More blazing
blazing
heat,
heat.
apparently.
Or like, we should I don't, there's no good like football games for us to talk about. Like sports games
Not
are so
really.
rough. Like I would love it if there was a good football game. Anyway, like and subscribe if you like what you heard today and want to see more of this kind of content. We love shooting the
Blood Bowl.
I was going to say, there is Blood Bowl.
blood. Oh yeah. Extreme football.
It's closer
Yeah.
we're getting.
So you should try Blood Bowl. If you want to play football with a Halloween twist, play some Blood Bowl. Games Workshop. Push. Plug, whatever.
Oh, jeez.
So about liking and subscribing, please do that, even though sometimes I have rough days where I word salad my way through this channel.
We're going to put down Rick after this. he's run his course.
Like Old Yeller.
Yeah, I've run my course. And so Chad will be in charge of the channel going forward.
Yeah, so this will be our last video.
Speaking of death,
Oh,
this
God.
is the end.
Speaking of death, this is a great place to end. So thanks for sticking with us, I guess. And again, tell us more about spooky games that we need to play at our Halloween party or before. And we'll see you next time, and we'll talk about Christmas games, I guess.
God.